we did see a starting lineup change. So I wanted to kind of get your overall thoughts. I know JB had mentioned that like the shooting guard spot is not set in stone. So the first game he started Wendell Moore Jr., which a lot of people were not a fan of. But last night we saw Asar Thompson
Mhm.
play small forward, and they put Tim Hardaway at his natural position at shooting guard. So what have you thought of JB's new rotations with Jaden Ivey being out?
Yeah, I mean it's one of those things where it's a difficult balance because you don't want to, mess with the chemistry and with what you've built upon, from the beginning of the season until now. So it's always difficult whenever you lose that type of player of how, who do you just slot into that spot? I think obviously you saw with Asar Thompson getting that opportunity, just the level of defensive energy that he brings and just the ways that he can impact the game, his gravity, above the rim, just all of those things are on full display. So I would imagine that that's going to be more set in stone as the games go on. I mean, I just not to not to be boring, but I do think it's just going to be Asar Thompson moving forward, just because again, as he gets more minutes and as he's able to, have less restrictions, I just think he's such a, crucial player to what this team wants to be going forward. And I still think he's probably their best defensive player, right up there with Isaiah Stewart. So, I definitely think the Wendell Moore thing, it makes, I get why people look at it and go, what the heck? But to me, it's like, he's someone that you can play minimal minutes. You can still make your regular rotations. It's not necessarily like that's a lineup you're going to be finishing the game with either. So, and say what you will about Wendell Moore, but he's given you like consistent effort, and it's not like he's played bad basketball whenever he's been on the court for this team. So, I think with JB, you just with the quality of job he's done, I think for lack of better term, just kind of let him cook and let him see what he has. He's someone that's shown that's to be very willing to make adjustments. He's not married to, any decisions that he makes. So, for me, I just again, he's shown why he's been such an effective coach, for this team up to this point. And so I imagine you'll see some more experimentation, but more than likely, I think you'll come to the conclusion that a lot of people have, which is, oh yeah, this Asar Thompson guy's really good. Let's keep him on the court.
Yeah, I don't think JB is going to need any organizational meetings to change his starting lineup.
No,
I just don't,
no,
I just don't think that's going to be the case. I know
no.
people are really, really upset with like the Wendell Moore thing, but like if you watch the majority of the Pistons games this year, you should know that Wendell Moore is like a really hard worker, good defender. It like in the Denver game, I thought he was a big piece of why they got back into that game late in the fourth quarter. He's had
Mhm.
stretches where in the Milwaukee game, the first Milwaukee game, he stepped up big, hit some, crucial 3-point shots. I didn't hate the decision. I was kind of surprised because I thought it was just going to be a Star Thompson spot
Yep.
because he got off that minute restriction. I was like, yeah, just slide Tim over to the 2 and a start at the 3. Like, you'll be more athletic. You could run more. That's what they did last night. But I like that JB isn't married to the fact that like this is just going to be the starting 5 from here on out. Like he told the reporters, like it's matchup dependent. He said
Yep.
we have to run faster than Minnesota, so that's why I played Asar because Asar is just a transition nightmare. And man, that off glass dunk, man, they gave me like
Filthy.
Andre Drummond, Brandon Jennings vibes from back in the day. I don't know if you remember those dunks that those guys used to just like throw off
Oh
glass.
yeah. Oh,
But
and then there's the also the dunk that he had over Rudy Gobert that didn't count. There's the image that's going viral of the reaction of like Nas Reed and like I forgot who else, but they were just sitting like the reaction right as the dunk happened, where they're like, they're just looking like absolute shock, like oh my gosh, like he is just one of the elite athletes that this league has. Like the NBA has the best athletes in the world, and even for this league, he's just a different athlete. Him and his brother both are just insane when it comes to their potential, just their basketball IQ, their athleticism. They naturally affect the game without having a 3-point shot. That tells you how good they are.
it's easy, and the amount of people that were shocked that Asar like did that, and like I think as Pistons fans, we weren't like really getting too hyped with the dunk because like I feel like he's tried to put someone on a poster like every game since he's come
Uh-huh.
back. Like even his rookie year, like just the bounce that this guy has, it's ridiculous. And then like Johnny Kane shared that like his parents made Asar and Amen play volleyball and ballet
Yep.
while they were in high school. Like I see the volleyball like all day, like the way
Mhm.
that he just floats in the air, man. It's like a 2K like my career guy just like you just gave him like 100 like I don't even know like jumping ability. It's crazy.
Well, and you nailed it when you said it's like he doesn't just jump, he floats. Like the ability to get in the air and to stay in the air is just not something that the human body's designed to do. And I could see I could see the ballerina stuff as well, just with his balance, with with his ability to, you know, to to keep stable and to do the different things that he does, his touch, his finesse. It's just he's a special player. And again, we saw how good he was and what he was doing in his rookie year before, the unfortunate things came down. I just think as the season goes on, and again, as the opportunities present itself, I think you're only going to see his minutes go up and up and up.
Yeah, I think so too. The fact that he had 5 steals in the first half, like that's some Dyson Daniels type stuff. Who was just having
Yeah,
like an excellent just start in Atlanta right now. Like, I mean, those Thompson twins, man, they're next level. Like, I
yeah.
remember people saying like, "Oh, it's just Stanley Johnson, a carbon copy." Like, no,
No, no, they are not even in the same stratosphere with the way that they approach the game and their work ethic. Like Asar Thompson, I don't think he knows what off court interest even means.
yeah, like it's honestly insane, just like the type of plays that he makes. Like, I compared him to Dennis Rodman last night
Yep.
because he gives me Rodman vibes, the hustle plays, like out rebounding Rudy Gobert when you're 6'7", like it's just crazy to me.
Yep.
Like he had more blocks than Jalen Duren last year, but that has more. We're not even going to get into that because
He's
I think
Dennis
Duren
Rodman, but for a fact he's never going to have the Vegas retreats.
we're dating Madonna, so
Yeah. Carmen Electra, we are clear of that.
I completely forgot about that.